Hello guys, it's Aisha Makara and the artist voice. Today I have amazing entrepreneur Tiago. And he's going to introduce himself right now to you guys. Thank you, Tiago. How are you today? Introduce yourself, please, to the guys.
Thank you, Aisha. Well, I'm Diego Gutierrez Aldivar. I'm one of the co-founders of the Ibero-American Bitcoin NGO. Among other things, we have created La BitConf, the Latin American Bitcoin Conference, Espacio Bitcoin, a building in Buenos Aires that hosts multiple startups around these technologies. La Bitconeta, a band that is roaming around the small towns of Latin America, sharing the knowledge about these technologies. And also, I'm the co-founder of RSK, the second layer to Bitcoin that enables Bitcoin to be a full smart contracts platform and do other things that any smart contract or general purpose blockchain can do. So that's me.
Wow, that's amazing. You do a lot. What inspires you to be so inspirational and do so many amazing things and actually be in a service to so many people?
Well, I think there's two things that are present in my life since very early age. Like when I was 11, I started programming. Like that was like one thing. So technology has been in my life since very early. And also when I was 9, I was going with my mother to do social activism in the slums and in different places, like around different things, like of course helping those in more extreme conditions, but also around ecology, different things. And since I was 13, I continued to do that by myself. No, when I was old enough,
Yeah, exactly.
according to my mother,
To be independent.
to be independent. And I was doing that by myself until my early 20s. So, in a way, I always was looking for a way to put together technology and social transformation. And I was also one of the pioneers of the web in Argentina and Latin America back in the 90s, also with that same vision. Back then, I was looking to create communities around using the web technology. I thought that was the future. I created some. So when I got into Bitcoin in 2012, thanks to a friend of mine, like I realized Bitcoin was the tool I was looking for, to transform society in a meaningful way and in a way empower individuals, which is part of my objective in life, like empower individuals so people can have a prosper life, a meaningful life, and take control of their life. So that's what motivates me in general.
Wow. What impact do you want to create with your thing that you're doing right now?
I think on one side, there's big inequality. I think it's not about like, I will say it's like about the starting point for everybody. So what I want is to raise the starting point for everybody using technology. I think technology can provide people the means so they can really develop their full potential. Now with the internet, with the early days of the web, everybody finally could access to knowledge by themselves, learn, grow in their professional or develop a trade by themselves. So that's one way of empowering. Also, the other things like providing free communications to everybody so they could relate, connect, and build things together. So, and leverage on the community, on the power of the community. But I think in the early days of the web, or what we were missing is the economic factor. No, it's like and all the economic system we have is intermediated. So those intermediaries, although they don't have bad intentions, at the end they end up creating more friction, more cost, and leaving a lot of people outside of the financial system. So this is about that. It's like providing the tools to people to be able to prosper, to connect to others, to trade with others in a free way, and to be prosperous in their life without the need of third parties. And I think eventually when we have those tools, also as a society we will be able to give an answer to the problems of society without intermediaries, political intermediaries. We will be able to say, okay, if we want to solve poverty, why don't we connect and all together solve that problem without waiting for a government to do so. So in the end game, I want like self-organized societies that will solve their own problems without the need of somebody else doing that.
Exactly. I feel like it's like we had this conflict by the time. Like if you see like we have the last like Second World War, and after that we started to have this informational war that we're still in, and Bitcoin is a part of it, because right now if you see that the bank system that it's the bank system trying to protect all the things and
Yes.
how they control us, all the things that's happening,
Yes.
right? It's just being so.
And sometimes they do it in the name of certain things, like, you know, avoiding money laundering and financing of terrorism. But I think we can like sort those problems without the need of centralized or intermediaries. It's like we can do we can be fully compliant on a peer-to-peer model, and these technologies enable that. And the other problem is like, thanks to COVID, this process of digitalizing money has accelerated. And if the digitalization of money is done in a centralized way, what we are doing is systems of monitoring of the population, systems that can control the population. So, and that's basically because if you know what people buys and where, their every move. So actually you can see where people is like moving and what they do.
Very
so
easy.
It's very easy to control.
Transparent.
Exactly. And cryptocurrencies have a very good balance. Bitcoin itself has a very good balance where you have enough traceability that if a crime is committed, then the law enforcement can do their work, but you cannot do mass monitoring of the population. And I think that's the right balance. It's like we need to, like, on one side digitalize money, but on the other side we need to protect people's privacy, and also of course let society work as it needs to work. So that balance is what we want, and centralized financial systems are not going to give us that. And people sometimes think in maybe too optimistic ways, like saying, okay, if the government is good, it's not going to do anything bad with these systems. But you don't know if the following government or the government after is going to be as good as the current one. Assuming that the current one is good, let's say that you don't know if in 10 years from now, when you already have this system in place and you have monitoring of the whole population in place, a bad government won't turn into a dictatorship and do very bad things to people. So protecting the privacy is, I would say, it's not only a right, I think it's a duty for it's something we should defend as a society.
Protect ourselves.
Exactly.
Right, it's important. What do you have a vision of yourself 5 years from now? Do you want to share with us?
I don't know. It's like I do what I like. I mean, I love I love what I do in projects. I also I think after so many years of devoting myself mostly in full to the projects I run, I'm in a moment where I'm trying to find a balance where I'm also devoting more time to my children, to my beloved ones, so I'm trying to find that balance. But I just imagine myself doing what I'm doing because I love the community that has been built in Latin America around crypto and Bitcoin. I love the community in RSK, so I'm very proud of this ecosystem of people these pioneers that are really willing to create a better world and build solutions. So I can only see myself hanging out with them, building more. Now the artists are coming into crypto through NFTs, and I love that because I think it's a new energy that the crypto movement and the Bitcoin movement needs. Yes, yeah, I will. I will be happy, but I think it's I think new things are coming, very exciting things. So I just see having a very interesting life, building all these things and transforming society with other amazing people in the space.
Exactly, and we're one of them.
Yes.
Do you have a dream? Maybe do you have many dreams that you want to accomplish? Maybe you're already working towards some of them right now. Do you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, my dream is, as I said, that people that is excluded today, one pattern that I think is key for getting people out of poverty is the creation of reputation-based identities, where people, much like you do on Uber or Airbnb, where you build a reputational profile, and that profile enables you to interact with people you don't know, but they trust on your exactly. So I think with these tools we can provide that reputation, but instead of being in the hands of a sponsor like Uber or Airbnb, we can give that reputation to the people, and then that will enable people who is in poverty to access better markets. That changed a lot for people, because you don't realize, but people who is in poverty usually sell to other people in the same condition, so their margins are very, very low, and only by accessing better markets they can multiply the profit, like, I don't know, 6 times, 5 times, and that is like a way out of poverty only by doing that. So if we create those trust bridges between people who is in a better economic position with the people who is in a more delicate economic position, we can take people out of poverty. The other thing is that reputation can be used as a collateral to access financial services. So I see that as a very, so what I would like to see is this thesis or this idea I have, like, validated in the society and helping people. So we are very close to that. I think maybe 1 or 2 years from seeing that in a meaningful scale. So if that happens, that would be like a great achievement for me, and the culmination of many, many years, like 7, 8 years of work. So if that happens, I will be very, very happy.
Let's pray. Do you have any advice to the people who just started their career and maybe lost and don't know what to do with their life right now?
I think I love the concept of the ikigai. So it's like so it's like finding something. I mean, you need to understand what's your passion. You need to understand what you do well. You need to understand what's valuable for others, and then ideally also what people is willing to pay, so you make it sustainable. No, not necessarily looking for money as a way to get rich, but as money as a way of, like, keep doing what you like in life. So if you find those, like, something that has those 4 things, no, it's like something you are good at, something you really love, something that is valuable for others and others are willing to pay for, so you can continue doing that. I think that's it, and the way to find that is, like, trying things, because nobody knows. It's like, I think we work better discarding things we don't like than knowing exactly what we want. So the only way you can find that is, like, by doing things and saying, okay, I like it, or no, I don't like it. Okay, I can sell this to somebody or not. And so is this process of finding those things that unite those things, those 4 attributes. And once you find that, you can be happy no matter if you are making lots of money, little money, but you will be happy anyway. So that's the important thing, being happy in life.
It's all about happiness, guys. Stay happy. And it was Aisha Makara and the artist voice. Bye for now. I love you.